think we're live. So
Yes.
welcome everyone.
Hello.
I'm going to get the comment screens up and we'll give a few minutes for people to come in and just see what happens. So welcome everyone. Glad you could join us. It's Daria and I, and we're live today. And today we are working with Christmas card kits. We decided we would bring our kits out and work with those, and we're going to start building our Christmas, well, not start, we've already started our Christmas card building. We've started in July. So this is Christmas in July. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Robin.
So we are working with our kits. I think what I'll do is I'll let Daria go ahead and show what she is working with, and then I'll show what I'm working with.
Okay. Well, I'm working on an oldie but goodie. I have used this kit now probably for 3 years, and it's like the kit that never ends. It's called Santa Lane, and it's, I think, from 2023. And it's just full of stuff. I've still got in the papers, and we got letters here and sequins, and just cardstock, more, bling, all kinds of things. And this has already been used, and I've still got so much left over. And then I've got a tray of ephemera, which is a mess, so I'm not going to show it to you. Anyway, I'm going to try and work on 4 cards today.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put me to the big screen.
Okay.
And I've got the Dear Santa collection kit. This is brand new, and I'm sorry, I've got a glare on it. Let me see if I can turn it. This is the Dear Santa Christmas card kit from Spellbinders that was just newly released. And I have got all of the add-ons that go with it. Now, for the replay crew, and for anybody that's interested, when I get done, I'll come back and link up. I did an unboxing video where I show all of the pieces, parts of it. I'm going to show you how I have it organized because I've got it in the box and I have all of the add-ons. So basically what I was doing was just kind of laying it out like this so that I could grab everything. But there are several add-on things, that stickers and different things that were added on apart from the kit, even a 3-piece die set that is fantastic. And then there were several sheets of cardstock. And so to prepare for that, I go ahead and cut mine down to panels and get them laid in there. So I've cut all these down to A2 size panels. I think there were, where's my little cheat sheet? I think there were 18 pieces of cardstock, 18 or 20 pieces of cardstock that was in this. I don't know where my cheat sheet is. I've laid it somewhere, but it is chock full. Now I have not worked with this yet. I did work with the 3 dies that are that are part of the collection, and I created a card, and I'm going to show it to you real quick because I have a plan for tonight. This is the card I created with the 3 dies that go along with the Dear Santa collection kit. So you saw my KMcQ22 saw my unboxing. The Dear Santa kit is huge. It is huge. This is the card I made on that unboxing, so you've seen that. And we didn't have a lot of time to prep for this. And Daria said she had some cards ready, and I said I didn't. So when the boys went home, I thought, what am I going to do? And I thought, you know what? There are some envelopes in this kit. I'm going to use this as my inspiration and make some cards with that. So that's what I plan to do tonight. The one thing I missed showing you on my unboxing is is also washi tape postage stamps that goes with it. And I did have it, and I forgot to bring it out and show it to you. So anyway, very nice kit. Huge. It's going to make a lot of cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get us both back on the screen here. I think I'm going to flip-flop menu. So we're back in the order that we're in. And we're just going to get going. It looks like Daria's already started in.
I know this. Well, what I'm doing is I'm putting a Santa together. This kit came with a cutting die and stamps.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't put him together in a while, so I'm hoping I can figure out how to put him together.
Yeah.
That's why I started with the easy part of the card.
Yeah. So I'm just going to lay this off to the side, and then I'm going to bring in my first tray. I've actually got 4 cards ready. 2 of them are like this because we have duplicate pieces in there, and I'm going to get started on assembling it. And I'm just going to kind of talk through it. I know Daria likes when I do the talking, so
Yep,
I'm going to do my talking. So what I've got here is all of the ephemera pieces. I actually brought in, let me lay this aside, the same embossing folder that I used on the blue card. It is part of the Dear Santa collection, and I have embossed this. Now, one thing that I'm going to do differently on this card than I did on the unboxing card is I am going to use some of the pattern paper, and we're going to layer it up. I've got to get some of the card bases, and you got 20 cards and 20 envelopes with this. So I'm just going to bring in some card bases, and we'll use these. And they have nice texture that goes with them, and they are the A2 size. So let's see. Yeah, perfect. All right. So what my plan is for this is to just kind of use this as my inspiration, just keep going. Now the paper pad has 6x6 paper pad, and it's single-sided, and I've chosen this color for this particular one. And I'm going to bring in my trimmer and cut it down. And I'm going to carefully cut it down because I have 2 other cards that I'm going to use the scrap with on this. So I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4. And then that's going to leave me this piece here to use for my other cards. So I'm going to lay that aside and use it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think my measurement in my head was slightly off, but, and then we've got this little piece here that we've got. So we'll lay those aside for our other card. And then we're just going to get this laid down on here. So I know, oh, let's see. Robin says, wish Spellbinders included dies in their Christmas boxes like they used to. Yes, I actually started out my Spellbinders, I guess, card making when I, first got interested in Spellbinders with their card kits. And they did have some dies in there.
Yes, they
So,
did. Yeah.
but they do have the add-ons that you can add on with for this. And they are fantastic because I made that blue card with them and I thought it just turned out stunning. I was really happy with it. So anyway, so I'm going to take the pattern paper here and lay it down. And then I did an A2 size panel of this. And so I'm going to cut it down and we'll have a little edge. I think I'm going to bring it down to 3 3/4 by 5 so that I can have a little bit of that pattern paper showing because I want to showcase that a little bit. So we'll just cut this down and hopefully that'll give me enough room for my envelope and what we want to do. It is smaller than my inspiration card because I did 4 by 5 1/4 for it. But we're going to bring it in and it's going to add some nice texture, and yet it is going to showcase that pattern paper that we've got there. So Daria's just working away over there.
I'm just working away trying to figure out if I'm doing this right or not.
I've got 10 or 12 Christmas cards made already, I think.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm real happy about
I got
that.
almost 15 because I'm almost done with Kendra's KCC 20.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I did those 3 with you and then got busy on other stuff. So that's right. Hey Jay, welcome. Glad you could join us. I'm working with the Dear Santa kit today. Jay says that's 10 more than he has. So Jay, you missed what I'm doing is the card that I did on the unboxing. I'm duplicating it only without the dies. I'm using the contents of the kit. Has your kit arrived yet? I know you're expecting it. So to kind of mimic this, I've got this envelope, and it's a little bit bigger than the one that is with the die, but I thought it would be fun. And then for the letter that's going to hang out of it, I'm going to use this Holly Jolly Christmas. And we're going to do 2 because we got 2 of each of these things. So that's the plan. So I'm going to tuck my little Holly Jolly letter, and it's going to be my sentiment. So it is going to be a little bit different than the other card because I'm not going to need to add a sentiment because I'm going to have it on here. So I'm just going to position that, and these envelopes are made so that you can tuck. And so I'm going to tuck that in there, and we're going to lay it, much like our inspiration card, kind of on this diagonal like that. And so we'll just get some glue on there and get it laid down. So Daria had, if you didn't catch us last Monday, we just got back last Monday to our lives because Daria had a 6-week vacation and then I had a vacation. And so we had taken a break from our Monday night lives. Hey, Denise, welcome.
Hi, Denise.
Glad you could join us. And so you can see that, I'm coming together with something quite similarly. And we're going to do 2 of them, like I said. And Jay kind of made fun of me. He said, he said 37 pieces of ephemera and that I've laid down on there, and I'm still asking, should I put more? And I thought, I wonder if that's how much was on there. And I literally started counting it, and I would guess it's probably pretty close. I don't know if he actually counted it, but there's a lot on there. And it wasn't ephemera, it was die cut pieces. But hey, Pam. Hey, Marie. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Hello.
We're working with the some card kits. I've got the Dear Santa collection, and Daria's got a collection from a couple years ago. And I am just I've taken the inspiration from my unboxing card, and I'm making some cards with the contents of the kit for that. So next, I'm going to lay down this, this particular one had the, like the wax seal and the ribbon on it. But for this one, I'm going to bring in the one of the little stamps, and it's pink and it's got a little house on there, and I thought it'd be super cute. And I'm just going to bring it in and add it to my envelope there. And then we're going to start kind of building all of our like ephemera, all of our floral pieces and stuff that we had similarly on our other card. And we're just going to use these little ephemera pieces. And I also want to bring in, because I do have the add-on pieces, I want to bring in one of these, and we'll have some dimension.
Well, I
So,
want Jay to count all the pieces you put on there.
what'd you say?
I want Jay to count all the pieces you put on there.
Yeah, we'll have a few. So they layered up beautifully. I mean, yeah, it was a lot, but I think it came together nice, and I didn't think it was too
Oh,
much. So
beautiful.
yeah, I got a lot of good feedback on that particular card. So I'm going to bring one of these in, and these are the stickers, and they've got dimension. The bottom layer lays flat, and then these pop up. So they'll flatten out in your card, and then they'll pop back up. So they work out great for mailing Christmas cards. So that we're going to use one of those. Actually, we'll use two, one on this one and one on the other. So I'm just going to get these pieces laid down here, and I'm just going to do kind of similarly to what I did with the other. We're going to kind of cluster them. And that is the plan. I think I want to go this way with that.
I'm putting everything else together, and whatever's left must go on Santa. I still can't figure him out.
Now I'm going to pick up my tweezers. See if I can get some of this picked up. Yeah, we're going to have to curve it a little bit. Let's just start laying it down. I think that's what I did the last time. And this is just the, the little ephemera pieces that are in there, the little die cut pieces that they've provided for you. And we're just going to layer them up. Now, on the other one, I did die cut pieces is what I did, but we're going to have the same concept, and I think it's going to look really pretty. And I'm trying to kind of get it up there. Like that, yeah. All right, we'll just keep layering. So, yeah, more of a Christmas vibe with the red. Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's why I chose on that other one to use the Happy Holidays sentiment, because, kind of New Year's or whatever, winter time or whatever. So I chose that. But yeah, and this one says, and I got my sticker up a little high. Can I move it? Oh my goodness. I've got my Christmas kind of covered up on there. See, I'm talking and not paying attention. Let's see if I can move it. This one has Have a Holly Jolly Christmas on there. So we're doing some surgery, as Lala would say. Yeah, we got it. We got this. We can do it. And we'll just bring this down a little bit. And I'll have to strategically position. Yeah, let's do that. So we got a little paper surgery going on here. But it can be done. It's doable. I didn't want to cover up my Christmas sentiment, so I needed to bring that stamp down a little bit. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I did not. I'm not sure about that one.
I'm just minding my own business here.
Okay, well, you do that.
Thing.
Let's see. We're getting a little bit of a crowd in. We had been running pretty regularly before vacation and had a pretty good crowd that was showing up, and then took our little break, which we needed to. And now we're starting to build our group back up. So what I'm trying to do is I want to give some space to bring in this one and put it in the center, because it's got the raised, it's raised. So I think that'll be really pretty. And I think I want to go back to how I had it and put this one at the bottom and this one at the top. And I think I'm going to glue these flat because we're going to have the dimension with these. And we're going to make 2 of these because we have double of everything that we have here. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't mind because, you know, I'm trying to make a lot of Christmas cards
Me
because I'm going to
too.
need them. And so I don't mind duplicating you know, a design. And that's one thing too. If, you know, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like I was kind of feeling overwhelmed when I was looking at the set, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much. Where do I start? And that's why I chose, okay, choose an inspiration piece and go from there. And so that's what I decided to do, was to just choose an inspiration piece and start from there. And then things would start to flow for me. And I felt more comfortable about it. So we're going to get that laid down on there. And isn't that pretty? I think it does resemble
Oh,
my
it
other
is
card.
pretty.
Lots
It
of ephemera. We've got our envelope. We've got our little letter in there. And then for the inside, because I am trying to finish all of my cards, um, I thought this looked really pretty because it's got a lot of the same, you know, holly and the leaves and stuff that we have. And it says, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. So we've got have a holly jolly Christmas. And then on the inside, we're going to have wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And we're going to get it laid down on there. And, you know, these kits always have so much ephemera that you're like Daria, you're working with it 3 years later, still trying to use it up. So use the pieces, fill the inside of the card up
Right. Yep.
and use the pieces. And I'm just going to lay this down on here. And generally, a great big sentiment like this is going to work out great because generally I'm just writing, you know, Pat and Shanna on the inside of it. So it'll work out just nice. So there's that one. Now hang with me because we're going to do another one just like it. We're going to change things up a little bit with some of the pattern paper. You want to show what you're doing for a minute? I've been doing all this jabbering.
I made my snowman for the sled. I made the sled. And the snowman will sit inside the sled as Santa pulls him and his bag along. And so far, this is what I have for Santa. That's it.
All right. Awesome.
I got to figure out what goes where. It's a little different than I'm used to. So
Hold your
I'm
card
sure.
up to the hold your card up to the screen for us. Just hold it up a little bit so we get a better
Okay.
look at it. Oh yeah, cute, very cute. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Santa will be here and he'll be walking, pulling the sled, and there'll be a bag in there also.
Oh, that'll be cute. Okay, all right. We'll go back to regular screen then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to change it up. I'm just bringing in a different piece of the pattern paper here. And I'm also choosing another color of the cardstock that was included in the kit. But we did go ahead and use that embossing folder so that we have that same pattern. I've got some of that acetate stuck to my hand there. So I'm just going to get some glue on here, get it laid down. And I'm basically replicating what I did with the other card, only we've got some different colors. So it's not going to be exactly the same, but same concept. And then I need to trim this down. And we're going to do 3 3/4 by 5 again.
I think this, not sure where that goes.
Okay. Is that straight? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. All right, we'll bring this in. And I think for this one, let's add some foam and pop this one up. I'll tell you why. See my foam tape here, Daria?
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah. Gunner decided to, first of all, he decided that he got to take my mint tape and he wrapped it around his waist
Oh
several
no.
times. And I got that away from him. And then later, I was having trouble with my golf cart. My golf cart was having problems, and I had his dad here working with me, trying to help me to get it fixed. And so I didn't have my eyes on him like I normally do. And then he got into this. So yeah.
Okay. All
Hug
right.
by card. I'm a little behind on the video because I was looking at it from the beginning. I wanted to ask a question. Do you think the guillotine paper trimmer is better than just the blade one? Now I will tell you, I had the Spellbinders guillotine paper trimmer, and I love it. And it broke on me, and I was in a rush to pick one up. And this one here I've got from Hobby Lobby, and it is very similar, very similar. There's a little bit of a learning curve on it. People will say they don't like it, but you have to bring your blade in. You got to bring the blade in a little bit. Like you want to kind of push against on the bottom, but it works just fine. Um, so I like it, especially for like you just saw me cut this embossed panel down. I don't like the one that runs up and down for that because it doesn't work well with embossed panels. So if you need to trim embossed panels, I like the guillotine. And I have a great big large guillotine too. So I basically have three. I replaced my Spellbinders one with this guillotine. The only thing bad about this is you only go to 6 and an eighth on here. That's the only thing bad about that. Now I also have, let's see if I can not make a mess. I've got the Cricut trimmer, and this one has the arm, and this is the one where you drag the blade. And you, in my opinion, you can't drag the blade and cut an embossed panel and get a clean cut. So you need the guillotine for that, in my opinion. So anyway, but yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Jim, welcome. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a picture. I should have planned ahead and popped that picture up of Gunner with that tape around his waist. He came, we were out in the garage because my son-in-law was working on the golf cart, and he didn't see him because he was working on the golf cart. And I saw him, and I got to laughing so hard I could not even tell my son-in-law what I was laughing at because it was hysterical. But he had just taped his waist with that mint tape and just gone around and around and around and around. So, well, you're welcome. I'm glad I was able to answer that question. You have the Cricut one? I will tell you that I did just buy new blades for the Cricut one. I was struggling a little bit with it, but my blades were old and it was completely my fault. I just needed to replace them. And so I took a minute and got some new blades for it. And I like it because you have that arm on there and you could do, much larger cuts. And then my other guillotine is just a full blown, I mean, great, great big one. And I usually do it off camera because it's so huge. So anyway, but I do like it. All right, and it's not as expensive as some of those other guillotines that you see out there. Some of those are quite expensive, so the Spellbinders one is not. So I enjoyed it, so hopefully you would like it too. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of glue and get this one positioned again. Like I said, there are two pieces, so we're kind of doing the same thing.
And I'm still working on Santa.
Okay, I have changed, my collars. And I also changed some of the pieces that I'm going to use on it. So we'll get this laid down on here. But let's see.
Okay.
Anywho, I just have 4 card designs. I think we'll probably run until we get what we have here done.
Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm missing some pieces.
Oh no, for your die set?
Yeah. Or maybe this is where this goes.
You'll have to drag in
There we
the
go.
die cutting machine.
Yeah, but I'm looking for.
Now this time I'm going to remember to put my little house down lower so that I don't have to do any paper surgery.
Well, we'll figure this out. Even if it's the only card I make, we will figure this out.
Okay, I'm going to see what you've got going on there. Okay, so we've got all the little Santa bits and pieces.
Yes.
Fun.
I like the way that looks. Let's put this on first. And the problem is you have to make sure you put the right pieces on in the right order.
Oh yeah.
And that's
been there, done that.
Yeah, that's why I'm having issues right now.
It's so hot in Houston. Christmas in July cools me off a lot. Funny. Oh, that's funny. I know some people don't like to, do Christmas in July or whatever, but I make 100 Christmas cards, so I have to get started early. And so that's what I'm doing. And I have fun with. Plus, Spellbinders releases all of all the companies do, not just Spellbinders. They all will bring out the Christmas in July product and you want to work with it. So I'm going to lay my pieces down here probably a little bit differently just to make it look a little bit different. And I have a couple different pieces than what I used on the other one. I don't think I used this piece. Did I use that? Maybe I did. Yeah, I think maybe I did. And we'll just kind of tuck them. Well, maybe I do want to do the same thing.
Okay, so are you
Kind of tuck them in there.
This go here.
All right, so let's just start laying these things down. I
have no idea where this goes. This must go here.
You sound like me on my lives when I'm
Oh my goodness.
working with new product that I haven't tried out and I'm messing it all up.
Yeah, I think this one goes here and then this. Yeah, it will go here. I just said so.
Sometimes, it's creative license. You just do what you want to do. I don't know.
So we're supposed to have temperatures in the 90s again. Blech.
Oh, no. Yeah. I think I'm just going to layer this up here, up high like that. It was warm today, but comfortable. I had the boys and we ran around and, did all of our stuff. And then Gunnar was wanting to swim. And so we went back to their house. They've got a big pool. And Westy didn't want to swim. He wanted to go in and take a nap. So we got to the house and he's like, I'm going inside. And he promptly went in and took a nap. And then Gunnar and I got in the pool and probably swam for about an hour. And then he said, I'm done. And then he went in and laid down in his bed. So I was like, yay. I had some quiet time.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm like, I'm glad you're done. So anyway, but we had fun. We did our usual running around town looking at everything. Went to the post office and picked up my design team stuff and went and saw some construction stuff going on. I took him over and showed the boys where they are going to work on the golf cart.
Okay.
Because he's like, where's your golf cart? And I said, I'm going to take you and show you. So we went and I showed him that. I'm going to bring in the red poinsettia for this one instead of the pink. We'll just change it up a little bit from our other card. So I took him and showed him where that was. The gentleman that picked it up is a friend of ours, and he said, I'm picking it up, but I don't know when you're getting it back. There are several people in front of you. So, and Pat said, well, we got to get in line somehow. So I don't know when my cart will come back. But like I said, I used their cart, and did I say that? They have one of those great, big, huge carts. And I mean, it's not quite as easy as my cart is to drive, but because they have, a bigger family and they need more room for that. So they have that. But so we were tooling around and it has all the bells and whistles, all the fancy stuff on it. So we were tooling around in that today, but I don't know when I'll get my cart back. So we'll see. Let's see.
All right. I already put something on upside down. Oh, well.
Marco says that yes, New York is hot. And Robin says we're downstate from you, Jim, near original Woodstock site. Okay. And Jim says Catskills are nice. How long does it take for you to come up with your idea and prep all the die cutting? It varies. Sometimes I come up very quickly with it. For this particular card here, I came up with it very quickly. I looked at the die set and I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. I had the kit, I did the kit unboxing and I had everything. And I hadn't opened the kit in advance of the video because I wanted to physically unbox it. And so I thought I'm not going to make anything with the kit because I'm going to unbox it. I haven't had a chance to look at what I wanted to do. But I had put the dies on there the way that I store them. So I knew what the dies were. So I knew I was going to work with this. And it came together very quickly. But sometimes I'll just have to sit and kind of stare at stuff and just try some different things. And a lot of times the card that I put together on the video that you're watching is the first time I've worked with a product. I know a lot of people will put their design together make it and then they'll remake it for the video. I typically don't do that. Now I do a lot of the die cutting in advance because it is repetitive and it takes time and everything. So I'll get it all mapped out and I might, lay it together, for instance, like this. I've got, I might kind of lay it together and say, okay, I'm going with this general kind of theme and then pull it together is how I do it. But generally on my videos, me making the card with the product is usually the first time I've handled it, which is probably not the best thing for a content creator because I probably should plan ahead and try and do the best I can, but it's just a time issue. But anyway, so here's the pink one and here's the red one. And I think they look really pretty and I think they're very reflective of my inspiration card. I
Can
didn't bring in the
you make
sentiment
them
for
bigger?
it. Huh?
Can you make
Oh,
them
yeah,
bigger?
we can do that. Yeah. It'll make you bigger first and then I have to flip flop us. So
Okay.
there we go. But let me pull them up there so you can see them. But I think, there's lots of ephemera pieces on there and I think it's really pretty. And then here's the red one. I just changed the pattern paper and the cardstock. And I'm using exactly what was in the kit for this. And then my inspiration. But since I have a Holly Jolly Christmas on my letter that's coming out of my envelope, I didn't think I needed to add a sentiment. And then I did put the same thing on both of those. I used the Wishing You a Very Merry Christmas because I'm trying to finish the insides of my cards. So there are my first two cards. The other two are in that other tray and we're planning to use some scraps for it and we'll see what happens. Now these I've spent less time thinking about, so I have no idea what's going to happen here, but
Yeah, so it looks like you're going to get 4 cards made and I'm going to get 1 card made.
oh, that's all right. I was worried because you had like 3 and I had none. So for these, I was looking at the chipboard pack and this particular thing caught my attention. I liked the colors and the words and stuff. I'll go back to to both of us full screen here in a minute, but I just wanted to explain that. But
Pretty.
this caught my eye and I thought, okay, that's what I want to work with next. And then I saw this one and it was the chipboard piece and it caught my eye too. And I thought, okay, these were going to be my next two. Just something that popped off the thing. And I thought, that's what I'm going to work with. I knew that I was going to do this because it was going to be my inspiration. But then I was like, now what? So anyway, and maybe I prepped too much in advance. So these are the two pieces that were left over from the other cards. And I thought we would try and use them. We'll see how this works out. I actually was thinking it was going to be a little bit wider. So we'll see how it works out and if we want to go in that direction or if we kind of change it up. So let's start with, like we did on the other one, we'll start with the pink first.
Okay, I can
Let's
tell
see.
my cat was in the craft room today.
Oh, really?
Got hairs
Oh,
all over the place.
oh goodness. Thank you. Thank you very much. Stunning, she says. Robin says she loves him. Rosie says pretty makes. And Denise says, hey, Margot. All right. So this one is a little bit different. This panel here, I got my embossing folder of the month in the mail today or yesterday. I don't know what day it was. No, it would have been, probably would have been Saturday because I didn't get mail on Sunday. Where is it? I thought I had it laying here so I could show you. Oh, here it is. And this is it. And it says Merry Christmas, Joy, Bright, and all of this. And it just came in the mail. And I thought, well, let's go ahead and bring it in, use a different embossing folder for these. And it's kind of a little bit of a, like a distressed, because the letters, like on the Bright, the H and the T, they're real rough. So it's almost like a rustic or a distressed embossed folder because the letters are not completely crisp. They've got some roughness to them. So it's a little bit of a different look. So that's fine. So I'm gonna bring in the card base from the kit. Oh, I gotta go. Sorry, Daria. I'm sitting here
Oh, that's all right.
hogging the screen, hogging the screen.
I'm
I'm gonna
still doing
flip it
the
again.
same thing, so
Okay.
they're probably more interested in what you're doing.
Denise, thank you. I'm gonna highlight Denise. She said, let's make sure we give this a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Hugged by card. Your envelope cards make me think of the Hallmark show sign, sealed, delivered, and the others of vintage. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you brought that up. I love watching. I always thought my mom always watched the Hallmark and I always thought it was so corny. but I am addicted to it now. I watch it all the time. So I'm going to cut this panel down as well.
You're old, Shanna.
I
You're
know, I know. I love it. But they're so predictable, you know, and my mom knew. She's like, watch, this guy's going to come in and he's going to have on this outfit that is just, and I'm like, she had it memorized. I'm like, what in the world? She did. She
Oh,
had it
my.
memorized. Anyway, but I watch them now and I look forward to it. I'm doing 3 3/4 by 5 again. And I think we're going to have a white frame around here. Well, I know we are. And then what we're going to do is, I think for this one,
I think
actually, I'm
now
going
I
to use the,
I think now I remember why I haven't used this cutting die in a long time.
oh, you do. It's confusing, or you can't figure out, or you're missing pieces,
It's
or,
confusing. If I watch the video before,
yeah.
because I think Yana's got one and shows you how to put it together, it's different, but it's got a lot of little tiny
Oh,
itty
yeah.
bitty pieces, and it's like, wow. And I already, like I said, I put the sleeves on upside down, so
Well, don't feel bad. You don't know how many videos and lives I've done where I have messed stuff up. And I blame some of it on the fact that I don't get the packaging. And you can go on Spellbinder's site and look up how to assemble, and I try to do that now and print them and stuff. But even then, it can sometimes be challenging. Those swans that were part of that Frank
oh, okay.
Garcia, I put the feathers on one way, and I saw several pictures with it that way, and then I saw other people putting, and I tried to look at the thing, but anyway, it happens, you know, and it's a handmade card. It's your own personal spin on it.
Absolutely.
So, you know, they can't tell you it's wrong because you made it and you made it how you wanted to make it. So, no worries about that. But there's been plenty of times that I've been a little red faced because I'm like, oh, I missed that or I did that wrong or whatever. But you know what? I'm
It's
not
my
perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm just having fun.
You're not perfect?
No, by no means.
Oh
No
my.
means. No means at all. So I'm going to pop this up. And we're going to have a little white frame around here. So I messed up. I made that Christmas card kit for Mary, Daria, and
Oh,
they
okay.
left. I forgot to take it yesterday, and they left this morning. So I'll probably
Oh
have to mail
no.
it to her. Yeah, I was like, oh man. And I had
Um,
it like the day after I said, oh, I'll do that, and I put it right together, and then I just forgot to take it. So it's gonna have
Okay,
to.
that's right. This Santa had 3 arms.
Oh, this isn't right.
Yeah, so you could do it different positions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just realized what that
I've
was.
got this laid down too low, so I'm gonna too high, so I'm gonna adjust it. Hopefully, there we go. That foam tape was more forgiving than I thought it would be. I probably could have gone down lower even. Okay, so this one, now I took for this one, I said I was drawn to this, and I had this in my stash. This is just a postage stamp, and it's not the right size, but I'm going to make it work to kind of get it out of my craft room. I'm going to lay it down on here, and we're going to add some embellishment to it and try to make it look better than what it looks. So anyway, and this is a chipboard sticker piece. So we can just take that off and just lay it down on there. And we'll try and line the frame up at the top similarly to the sides. And then we'll backfill with some additional ephemera to kind of fill in that extra area down there. And it says, celebrate the wonder and joy of the holiday season. And I've got this piece here that I thought we could lay across there. Kind of fill it in. Is that going to be enough? I think it is.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, we've got all of these bazillion pieces here. I feel like we need to.
I think my Santa looks like a Santa anyway.
Does he?
Yeah, he just lost his head, but he
Let me get my space cleared up here so I can find my mouse. And have you got him? I'm gonna make you big.
well,
So,
he doesn't
okay.
have his boots on yet, but he's looking like a Santa.
Okay. I
Got
guess
a
I have
bell
you.
in this hand, and he'll hold a string to the sled in this hand.
Cute. Very cute. Nice. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get this laid down on here. Just try and position it. I think it's going to work out all right. And we're using the scraps. I don't like to have these pieces laying in my 6x6 pad because they fall out, and they get bent, and so I like to try and use them up as I can.
Well, I put my 6x6 paper bags in quart Ziploc bags.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. Yeah.
Everything stays together.
Yeah. Now this actually has, do I want to use any of those? We've got the embellishments that we can add to it as well. These are adhesive, 60 self-adhesive crystals is what we've got here. I don't know if I want any of those on there or not. I feel like I could down here. And I brought in for the inside, I could have used that on there. I thought it was too big at first, but I actually like that. I'm going to leave it. We're going to put this on the inside of our card. And we're going to add our sentiment. So I've got this, and we're going to put sending joy on the inside of this one. Is what we're going to do. Maybe like this. Nope, let's do it like that. How are you coming with your card?
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
I'm getting the pieces in place.
All right.
Oh.
And I think this looks pretty on the inside of the card. Just trying to use up, because we have a lot with this collection. So.
Oh, I know. Well, that's what I like about these collections, but I can't justify buying a new one until mine are done.
Totally get it.
But you can make lots of cards.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Oh, I love that they give you 20 card bases and 20 envelopes as well. So I feel like I need something else for this. Let's see. What would this look like if we put this on here? Let's see. How the assembly guide needs to be mandatory with all the dies, says Kay. You can get them off of the Spellbinders website. I say this on my videos a lot, so if I apologize if you've heard me say it before, but in the picture area, when you click on the product link for Spellbinders, in the picture area, if you scroll through the pictures, there will be a picture that has the assembly of it, and you can print that off, and that's generally what I try to do. I will tell you that I always right click and open it up in a new window because it doesn't print well unless you do that. So, yes, and so yeah, the dies can be challenging. Hugged by a Card says that's cute, Daria.
Pardon me?
P.S. Crafty says thank you, ladies. You're so motivating. Well, I'm glad that you think so. Yeah, we could put. I think we could put some of these on there. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. I feel like I got some white space there that I need to fill.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we've got these. I don't generally use glitter a lot, but we've got these glitter ones. They match my fingernail polish. I've got
there you
glitter.
go.
I mean, it almost is perfect. I need to get my fingernails done because they're still on the 4th of July, and I actually broke one. I was putting my guitar away yesterday after praise team and broke my fingernail. So I need to get them fixed. Anyway, okay, so that looks pretty. All right, so I've got my third one done, and we've just got celebrate the wonder of joy, the wonder and joy of the holiday season. We've got some holly berry with a bow. We've got our Christmas embossed panel, little strip of pattern paper, and we've got sending joy on the inside. So I'm going to take a minute for the benefit of my sister. She'll be watching this video probably tomorrow, and she'll be pleased with me because I'm going to take a minute and put my stamp on the back of these. We grabbed some cards yesterday, and they didn't have my thing on there, and she was like, I'm going to have to come to your house and stamp all your cards again.
Tell her to come over to my house. I could use some help.
I think I'm going to put this up high because I've got ephemera there, and that way it won't show through if it
I think she
bleeds.
needs a trip to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. What were we watching? It was in Pennsylvania today. Oh, Pat had some sports show on, and I said, boy, it must be hot there. They're sweating. So what was your temperature today?
86 today.
Okay.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
93 tomorrow.
It was like a talk show, but the guys that were talking were sweating, and I was like, boy, it must be hot there, but they were in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Anyway. So there we go. So I did that, and that'll make my sister happy. Let's go ahead and do this one while we're at it. We'll just go ahead and stamp the back of this. And then I'm gonna get my fourth card ready. And I think you're right. You're gonna get one card done, and I'm gonna be done with all four of mine.
Wow.
But you know, I'm known as the speedy crafter.
I've got 3 more to do. See, maybe we'll do that next week.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. Okay.
Okay, now this one, we got that. We're gonna do this kind of, we could go a different way. All right, let's just kind of play around here because we've got, this is what I've got. Another, this was another panel that was already die cut out that was laying in my little bin. And I thought, well, let's use it because I needed kind of an oval shape for this. And I thought
there
that
you
could
go.
work. And so I thought, we'll just use it. So let's change this up a little bit and make it go in this direction. And you can see a little bit more of the wording on there. We'll do that just to change it up. So I am going to cut this down just a smidge. Not as much as the other one. So let's see. I think we'll cut it from the bottom. We're going to go to just 5 1/4 by 4. Let's cut off this side. Just looking at my embossed pattern to decide which side I wanted to cut it off of. And I noticed when I cut these that it was on the 11 side, it was 1/8 of an inch bigger than it was 11 1/8. So because my panels were not, when I stacked them, some of them were longer than the others. And I was like, So I measured them and it was like 1/8 of an inch larger than what it should have been. So you have to trim those off. You'll run into that when you go to lay them on your card bases, that they're going to be a little bit off. So I'm going to trim this one. I trimmed this one down. We're going to have just a 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Oh, and I needed to lay this down. I got in a hurry. Now I'm going to be in trouble. So I did 4. So we can cut that by 4 and hopefully I didn't cut it long or short. Huh. Ah, not bad. All right. I got lucky there. We can keep that. So let's see. Is there any other chat going on there? Jim says, I got the Xmas cats and accessory dies. So cute.
Oh,
They are so fun.
I ordered those. I'm still waiting for them to come in.
Ah, Hug by Card says she's on the praise team at her church too. Awesome. Jim says, Daria, so happy that you and your husband got to see Big Boy.
Yes, we are too.
I showed that picture to my grandson that's infatuated with trains, and he loved it. He loved it.
That was fun. That was great. You know, I had one woman ask, she goes, "What's the big deal about a train engine?" I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "This is history."
Yeah.
They're trying to get the one at the Steamtown going too, but we'll see. At the museum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one, it doesn't work. It doesn't run.
Okay.
Well, not enough to run, take people for rides and stuff.
I think I need to go over a little bit. Now, this die here that I say was the panel that was laying in my craft room, this is a Love from Lizzie die. It's very detailed and very pretty. It's like a doily, like an oval doily type.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's really pretty. I really like it. I picked it up. I had to have it. And anyway, I had die cut out a whole bunch. I had some scrap white stuff and I was just die cutting everything out. And I was laying these panels in a little thing in my craft room. And so when I was getting ready to get ready for this tonight, I thought, oh, I'll just bring in some of those panels. So that's what that postage edge die was. And then this, they were already pre-made and ready to go.
That's great.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that. So I need to find some foam squares. Oh, here they are. I knew I had them somewhere. Just put one on each side of this and pop it up.
Okay, and I've got extra parts, but that's okay.
Do you?
Well, I know, like I
I
said,
always
what
have
I
extra
remembered
parts.
is he's got 3 different arms, so you can
Oh.
put them in different positions.
I always have extra parts because I think, oh, I'm gonna do it in this color, and then I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it that color. I'll do like 3 different colors, and then I'll have like all these extra parts. And I think, well, I've got more for later. In fact, Jim, I've got, you wouldn't believe how many cats I die cut out for that video that I made, and I've got a bunch of cats. I need to make some more cards with it, which I know I will, because I love that set. It's super fun.
So Jim, when you're coming back down to Steamtown so we can meet?
I think that's cute. Let's see what Jim says. Jim, hug the card. Hopefully we'll see you next. It was nice meeting. Oh, hang on. Let me roll up here. It was nice meeting you and chatting with all of you. I have to go to dinner. Have a blessed evening. Stay cool, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Have a great dinner.
Yes,
Jim
enjoy.
says, hugged by a card. Hopefully we'll see you next week. I will press the bell for it all. Awesome. Thank you very much. It's fun to have new people join us. I wanted to bring in one of these cardinals. I love cardinals, and so I wanted to bring in a cardinal. Cardinal is the state bird of Indiana. And I have got to tell you guys, I have seen a lot of them recently. And it's been when I've been with the boys because I keep pointing them out. I'm like, look, there's a cardinal, a male cardinal, because it's the red one that's, anyway, real bold and bright colored and everything. So we've
Yeah,
been seeing a bunch of them.
we saw a very interesting bird in Oklahoma. It's their state bird, and I'd
Oh,
never
really?
seen anything like it. It's called scissor tail flycatcher,
Oh, really?
and it's got its tail is about twice as long as its body, and it's split, so it almost looks like a pair of scissors.
Does it catch the flies? And
Yes, it catches flies.
that is interesting.
It is. It was a really, and it flies kind of strange. So I'm assuming it's because of its tail.
I had this Happy Holidays here, and I'm thinking about changing it because I don't have as much green on there. I do that, but I'm going to look at this really quick. I'm trying to keep all the ephemera in the packages because I usually spill them all out and I get them all over the place and I can't figure out what I'm doing. And so I'm going to try and keep it really organized is what I'm trying to do this season. We'll see. And I'm going to see if this will work on the inside here like this. All kinds of Mary. And I want to use this. Yeah, I think that would work. I think that'll work better than the green. I'm going to go with that. Okay. I'm feeling good about the insides of my cards this year, Daria.
Very good.
You know,
I'm gonna finish another card.
okay, awesome.
I put
You
that
know,
one.
you and I had a mad
another
dash
card.
to get the sentiments on the inside last
That's-
year. So
That's one nice thing about these card kits also. If you pick out the ephemera and everything and you have a plan in mind,
yeah, it goes
it
together.
goes quickly.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Mary. I think that's cute. And then I feel like I don't know what I'm going to do with this piece, but I want to. I don't know. All right, we'll just save this for later. I was thinking about tucking it in there somehow, but I think that looks pretty.
Well, I'm almost finished.
There's some stuff down here.
You have to keep working because I'm almost finished with the
All
second.
right, I'm just browsing. I'm just browsing to see if there's anything else. I have all of the stuff off to the side, so I'm just kind of browsing through it and seeing if there's anything else I want to add. I feel like that's plenty with that. Look at that. Maybe we need some bling bling right there. Let's do that.
And I'm going to use glitter, real glitter,
Oh, are you?
not cardstock, just real
Oh my
glitter.
goodness. Glitter scares me.
Well, they don't call it devil dust for nothing.
Yeah. Well, I can make a big mess. Oh, there, I lost one of my gems. Hang on, I gotta go chasing it. With the dots, with the shaker dots, man, I can make a good mess with that. I don't need glitter to make a mess.
Okay,
Oh,
Shannon,
yeah.
this background, can you tell the people what it is? Because I can't remember who it's by.
What is it? Hang on.
It's just, it's got swirls all over through it.
Oh, I can't remember. I
Oh,
don't.
oh, good. I
Sorry.
don't feel so bad.
Yeah. No, I get so much different. I can't keep it. Now, Jay could probably identify. He's pretty good at identifying stuff, but I'm not. Let's see. We got any new comments going on here? Let's see. Maybe stickles. I can't bring myself to use glitter. Yeah, I have stickles. I do have stickles and I do use those. I also like to use, which I didn't use any of that. You could use some of that on here. The glazing glue or the,
Yeah.
oops, or the glossy accents. I use glossy accents a lot. In fact, we could do that. Since we've got a little bit of time here, let Daria finish it up. We could actually bring in the glossy accents.
Oh, there
If
you
I
go.
get it to, I need to use a pen. I always have to, I don't know if you guys have a better way of storing this, but I always have to poke every time. And I've got the lid on it because I put it on immediately. But
Well,
you
that's
have to,
why I bought some glazing glue because all the other stuff always plugged up on me. I could never use it again.
well, I've got glazing glue right here.
And is it,
It's Spellbinders. You want me to use that instead? Let me use it. Let's see what happens. Oh, I haven't even opened it. It's got a seal on it still. Huh. Well, let's open it up and give it a whirl.
okay, so what I do is I take a glue quickie glue pen
Uh-huh.
and I just write on my card where I want the snow, where I want the glitter, and then I dump glitter on it.
Jim says another cute card, Daria.
Thank you, Jim.
So you're gonna dump your glitter on there now?
Yeah, I will be dumping the glitter shortly.
All right.
I'll show you my small container.
I've got you on the big screen, so I thought we'd watch you dump your glitter.
Yeah,
I just made a big glob on this card.
glitter.
Oh, no.
See my little container of glitter?
I just made a mess. This comes out really fast.
The glazing glue?
Yes,
Okay, thanks for the heads up.
it does much faster than the other that I have. I'm gonna, because I just made a big mess, but I'm gonna make little berries on here, and then I'm gonna lay it aside because I will touch it and I will make a mess out of it. Did you get your glitter on there yet?
Almost.
Okay, I was leaving you on the big screen to
Put a
show
little
that.
bit on the trees and we're good.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna want to go really slow with that. There we go. Get the berries on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay them aside and let them dry. Here we go.
Okay, got my glitter.
All right, cool.
I'll take a big brush and just brush off the loose stuff.
Okay, and I've got 3 more berries here. I did the other ones, and I'm just gonna take this and just get it on here.
Okay.
Nice and slow, because these are tiny little berries. And then you gotta lay these boogers aside because you don't want to stick your finger in them.
Yeah, I know. I lay mine across the room where I can't get near it.
I usually leave the craft room after I do it because I will surely. So okay, I did them all. So that'll add a little shine to it.
There you go. All right.
All right, you want to do a recap?
Sure. Sure.
Are you ready?
I am
Yeah,
ready.
this,
Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. I got to put the inside of my card together.
go right ahead because I'm going to talk about this glazing glue. It actually has, this nozzle goes right inside of a piece that's in top there, and I think that's what keeps it from sticking.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a nice top. This one doesn't have, but I literally will just use a pen and then get it going, and it has a pretty fine tip, so you can get a, you can control it pretty well with the glossy accents. And I don't know how these differ, but
Yeah, I
clear
was gonna,
dimensional medium.
well, they said the glazing glue is a little runnier.
It says it's a water-based resin adhesive that
Yeah,
adds
but
gloss
they
and
said it's
dimension to.
not as thick as the glossy accents.
Yeah,
That's why it doesn't stick as badly.
yeah, okay, all right.
Okay,
Did you get it in there?
I got my Santa together.
Okay, all right, well, let's just do a recap on what we got going on here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to mess these up.
Those yours
Um,
turned out so pretty.
well,
I like
thank
the
you.
envelopes and the
Okay,
flowers.
all right, you wanna go first?
It doesn't matter.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, I made one card from the Santa Lane, and I finally figured out how to put Santa together. He looks pretty good, and he's
Yeah,
pulling the sleigh with his little snowman, his bag, and a gift.
that's cute.
And it says, and that one I didn't do on the inside. And then this one, once it dries, I'll brush off the extra glitter, but
That's a
just
great scene card, both of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
it says, and then it's done on the inside too. See?
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay,
All right.
looks
Those
good.
are my two.
Well, I'm gonna go through and show mine. If you want to slap your
I'll go
inside
right
cinnamon
ahead.
on there, you can.
Go
All
Maybe
right.
I can get to see them.
Yeah. So again, I, use this as my inspiration because I'd made this card on the unboxing of the kit. And so I was in a hurry and I was like, what am I going to make? And I thought there's envelopes in the kit. Let's remake this. So that's what we did. And I just used some of the pieces from the kit, the ephemera with the envelope, and then I tucked in a little "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas" as my letter, and then just brought in several pieces of the ephemera and clustered them up, much like I did the other one, and then used the stickers that are, these are
Very
called
pretty.
poinsettia acetate embellishments, and I
Those
use them to add some dimension on there. And the thing about this is it'll flatten right out and go in your card, and then when it comes out, it pops right back up and you get all of that dimension. So super fun. So this is the red version of it, and then this is the pink version of it. And I did the same thing. And then for both of them, I added this "Wishing You a Very Merry Christmas" ephemera piece on the inside so that we
nice.
have that. So we've got those, and I've got this the glaze and glue on there, and it's wet. So I'm going to lay them over here out of the way. And then I had the next thing I drew inspiration from were these chipboard pieces. I wanted to work with that. And I had these panels in my stash that I thought I could go ahead and use. And so that's what I did. Didn't fit very well for the chipboard piece, so I tried to fill in with some of the holly and the bow there, and then use these scraps of pattern paper from the other cards for these two. And
Yeah.
so I made that. And then on the inside, I brought in some more ephemera and put "Sending You Joy." And I chose the "Sending You Joy" because it says celebrate the wonder and joy of the holiday season. And so I brought that joy back in. And it actually has a scripty, kind of a similar scripty letter on there. And
Nice.
then the next thing that I drew my inspiration from was this oval: may the magic of Christmas fill every corner of your heart and home. And I wanted to bring a bow in because there's a bow up on that. So I grabbed
Now, where
it.
is that bow from?
It's part of that kit.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Wow.
it's part of
Nice.
the kit. And then I brought in the cardinal and some of the embellishments for this. The other ones were glitter, and these are just regular. And then I brought in some more ephemera and all kinds of Mary. And I
Very pretty.
stamped the back of all of them with my label, and my sister's going to be happy about that. And those are my 4 cards. So
Very,
I
very
think
nice.
they turned out nice. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they turned out nice. So let's see, what's everybody saying? Um, Jim says thumbs up and share to support Shanna's channel. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Rosie says nice makes. Daria and nice makes ladies.
Thank you.
So anyway, we appreciate you watching, and it was fun to hang out with you guys and to chit chat and just kind of talk about what we're doing. And we're building our Christmas stash, and I'm going to have 4 more cards to add to it, so I'm excited about that. So just want to thanks, Denise. Thank you very much. Denise has beautiful cards.
Bye.
So we're just going to wrap up, and we just want to thank you guys for watching, and we hope to be back same time next week, Monday at 6 p.m. I think we're going to take the last Monday of the month off. But anyway, we'll see you next Monday. So thanks for watching and have a great day.
Okay.
Bye bye now.